Action.
Yeah.
Welcome to Morons at First Sight, the unofficial, official Married at First Sight recap podcast, where we go over the ins and outs of the morons of Married at First Sight. And to take you down this journey, I'm Ricky.
I'm Ari.
And welcome to another installment of Morons at First Sight.
Oh, I thought we were going to be like, Morons at First Sight, like together.
Oh, well, we can. Ready? 1, 2, more.
No. Say welcome to another,
Welcome to another installment of
Morons at First Sight.
There we go. That was perfect. So today we are talking season 7, episode 14 of Married at First Sight, which I want to say is the most boring fucking episode we have watched in a long time, despite it even having drama juicy bits.
It's so much just them riding in cars that I should get closer to my mic. It's so much of them just driving around in their cars.
Just driving around and just pointless talking, and just it was like they wanted to add exposition to what was going to come next episode, but it was all so fucking boring. Well, it was all unnecessary.
Yeah, and every 5 minutes, it would just cut to somebody like in their interview or confessional being like, and, pretty soon we're going to decide, are we going to stay married? And then they'd like do something else, and they'd be like, and just around the corner, we have to decide, are we going to stay married?
Yeah, exactly. Every few minutes they're saying, 1 week till decision day.
Right. It's like, we fucking get it. You don't have to keep saying that to us. We know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're keeping track. Amber, Dave, Danielle, Bobby, Tristan,
me and Tristan. Yeah, like we know.
Yeah, we get it. We're observing your lives.
Yeah, you're on reality TV. We know the premise.
So what happened this episode? You want to break it down? Give us a little summary before we break into the couples themselves?
Yeah. Summary would be they basically went on their like mini moons kind of at the end. They talked to their friends and family about like, what should we do? Give me advice. And then they went on their like mini moons.
Like towards like the last, like it was an hour-long episode, and the mini moon
20 minutes.
Yeah, 20 minutes last episode.
Yeah.
When like the last episode we watched, the pre-cap was like, you guys excited for the mini moon episode? Oh, it's coming.
Yeah,
it's
they're
coming.
They're mini mooning.
Nope.
And then I think next episode's gonna be a lot more mini moon centric.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But the lead up to the mini moon was fucking stupid.
Oh, it was the most boring. Let's just get into it, but it was so boring. But anyway.
All right, so the episode starts off with the bros and the girls having their own hangout.
Oh, true.
The girls had their little dinner together, and then Bobby and Dave had their own little man date because Tristan was sick. Yeah,
Tristan was, according to Ricky, taking Jell-O shots in bed.
Because it looked like he was taking Jell-O shots.
It was cough syrup, and he just swallowed it slowly, like
you
in bed.
You can swallow Jell-O shots slowly.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It wasn't that situation.
But I wanted it to be.
Yeah, he was too sick to go out with the boys, so.
Right. So, I really don't have a lot of...
Well, should we go couple by couple like usual?
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
So, we always start with Amber and Dave.
All right.
Yeah.
So. I have no notes on Amber and Dave.
I've got a lot. The more I watch, the more I like Amber. And I'm really rooting for her.
Yeah,
honestly.
I'm kind of siding with you there because, like, the two of them seem like the most sane couple. Like, they...
Normal.
Yeah, like, Bobby and Danielle are, like, the perfect couple. And then me and Tristan are just sinking. And then, like, the two of them are, like, right in the middle where they're like, yeah, you know what? We got our faults. We got our goods,
Yeah.
Here we are.
We got our goods.
Like, yeah, you guys kind of seem a little level-headed.
Yeah, it's weird. Not like they have normal little issues. They get over them. Great. And I'm rooting for Amber more and more. She's so cute to me. The only one of the main notes that I have was that Dave was like, I got married at first sight because I wanted something that I couldn't walk away from and I had to be committed to.
So you wanted to be forced into a situation.
So every relationship Dave's been in before, like whether he's been in love, whatever, he has a girlfriend, he has like kind of been half-ass committed. Like, just because you're not married doesn't mean you don't have to feel that commitment. I don't know. I was just kind of like, okay, Dave. Like, that's what? I just felt weird about that.
It is kind of a weird statement. It's like, I wanted responsibility thrust upon me.
Yeah, I wanted to like have to
about.
Stay in a relationship because otherwise I know I'd run away. That's like what I got from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a weird statement.
Well, and it makes sense because the way Amber's like, I feel like he's criticizing me all the time. It makes sense because previously he probably would criticize the women, which I'm not saying he criticized is so harsh, but he probably would just be like, oh, I don't like that, and would dip out. Mm-hmm. And now he's in a situation where he's like, yeah, like, I don't like that, and it's not really my preference, but, you know.
Right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Loud and clear, Captain.
Okay.
You're coming for a landing.
Yeah, I'm just deaf. And then, yeah, he was like, oh, I'm on the fence. Like, it's such a big decision to be made. You know, if you're going to be married to somebody, like, saying forever is such a big deal. It's, like, almost unrealistic. I'm like, why the fuck did you get married at first sight? You got married at first sight. He just wanted, like, a free dating service, basically. Where he didn't have to do, like, any of the work.
Yeah.
Those are my, like, gripes about that.
I'm with you there.
Yeah.
I have nothing to add because I agree. My response is yes.
Yes. And then my other gripe.
Gripe it.
Or not gripe. My other thing that I think is funny is like, where the fuck is Dave's family? Have we ever met his family?
No, because remember at the very first wedding day, all he did was bring down his bros.
Yep. To brunch. And in this episode, they all like talk to their family about what to do. Everybody contacts a family member in this episode.
Except for Dave.
Except Dave. He contacts his bald-headed friend.
Maybe he was adopted. Maybe his parents hid him.
Hold on. Wasn't he adopted?
I do not know that at all. I do not remember them saying that he was adopted at all.
I feel he might have been.
I feel like that'd be a bigger story. Like, it'd be interweaved a lot more.
Yeah, like he would be in all his confessionals. He'd be like, being adopted, you know, I just feel like.
Yeah, like, I'm ready to start a family now because, you know, I didn't have one of my own except for the one I was thrown into.
I just think,
it was a foster
where's his fucking family, honestly? They're never, I mean, do they know about Amber? Were they at the wedding? I don't even remember.
We're going to have to look back on this.
Yeah, because I don't have any memory of his family ever being around, and I feel like it's because he doesn't take this seriously right now yet.
All right, make note of it right now for us to look back at episode 1 to see if his family was there.
I will.
Because now I am very curious, too, if they even were there.
Because do you remember it?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
That was so long ago. That was like 14 episodes ago. Mm-hmm. So much has happened. They've grown, they've loved, they died inside.
Nobody died. Yeah, nobody died. But yeah, that's really all I have on them. I just wanted to make a point of like, I wrote, honestly, where the fuck is Dave's family with 3 question marks? Because where are they? Even Amber calls her sister.
Yeah.
Like, where is his family?
Yeah, he just meets up with his very good best friend, I think is what he calls.
Yeah. No wonder Amber feels slightly insecure.
Why would that make her feel insecure?
She's never met his family. Like, he never brings her around his family. She's a secret. Like, I mean,
okay, there. Yep,
you know what I mean? Of course, you would feel like this person must not take me seriously. Like, where's his family?
Do they want me?
Yeah, does he want her to, like, know them?
This I don't know why, but this completely reminds me of a comedian I was watching the other day, where this guy is a dwarf. It's on the Degenerates, I think, is like the album of the comedian things. Mm-hmm. And he marries a wife who's a normal height. And apparently they go to meet his parents one day after they've been dating, and she goes, by the way, they don't know you're a dwarf. And then like they go to meet him, and he's like, that's something you should have told them beforehand. And I feel like that's going to be like Amber to Dave's family when they finally, if they have met her. I mean, we don't know. We should know because we're the professionals on this. But
I'm telling you, they were at the wedding, and that's it. That's it.
He probably hates his family for some reason.
So they
must have had some kind of falling out.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if he just doesn't respect their opinion. That could be it. Like, he just doesn't care what they think, and he
That's true.
does what he wants.
He may have a family that completely disagrees with all his morals and values.
Yeah, right. And he might just not be on the same page as them. They might not approve of this, so he's like, whatever. I don't know. Where the fuck is Dave's family?
Well...
3 question marks.
There's a milk carton somewhere with Dave's family on it.
That should be the title of this episode. Where the fuck is Dave's family?
Check the milk cartons.
Yes. So those are my only notes on them.
Okay. Who next?
We usually do Bobby and Danielle next, don't we?
Well, let's continue that tradition.
Yeah.
Bobby and Danielle.
You start. What do you have to say?
Well, I don't really have a lot of. They're still super inflamed up their own asses with their
inflamed up their own asses.
Okay, maybe that's not the proper terminology. They're so far up their own ass with how perfect their marriage is that they can't fucking let any opinions into them.
Yeah.
Bobby's still super upset that Danielle hasn't said I love you.
No, he's fine. They're perfect.
That's right.
He's 10 out of 10 happy.
Which brings me to my next point.
Yep.
So when Bobby and Dave were on their man date. And
I have a note on that.
Yeah, like Dave was just like, maybe there's something that is wrong that you guys aren't talking about. It could be an argument to something one day. And Bobby goes, no, you're wrong.
I'm going to say you are wrong about that.
Yeah, our communication is great. There's never going to be, we wonder about what's ever going to go wrong, but nothing's going to go wrong because we're so goddamn perfect. We're so perfect. It's like, she hasn't said I love you yet.
And then he hasn't told Dave. I know, but he's not going to say it.
That's what that was just my overacting. But yeah, Bobby didn't bring up the I love you conflict to Dave, meaning not even Bobby believes that they're perfect.
Well, I will say that I get why he wouldn't bring it up to Dave for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's really nobody's business what goes on in your relationship. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two. He met Dave through this fucking experiment, okay? Dave isn't like his homie from fucking way back when. It's not like me, you, and Elena, you know what I'm saying? Where, like, honestly, I wouldn't talk too much about my relationship, but I might, if I said I love you to somebody and they didn't say it back, I might be like, guys, he doesn't love me. You know what I mean? Like there might come a point where eventually I'm like, about it. Because we have built that. For Bobby, like, I get why. I wouldn't tell this motherfucker shit. I wouldn't tell them anything.
Yeah, but Dave is a perfect person who's in the same position as Bobby in terms of, like, what they're doing. That'd be, like, a perfect time to share. Be like, hey, where do you guys stand on love, knowing that, we're both going through this weird experiment? It'd be a perfect time for someone to bring that up because he could relate to them. Despite him not being like super bros from a long time ago, like he could still be like, it's weird. We're in this position of being an experimental marriage thing, and like, did you say I love you? Because that he wouldn't bring it up. Yeah.
See, I feel like I wouldn't want to bring it up. It's too personal. Like I would be like, like he fucking didn't wash the dishes right, like some shit like that. But I wouldn't want to be like, he doesn't love me. Like.
They threw away personal boundaries at the very beginning of the episode.
You're right.
Show when they decided to sign up for Married at First Sight.
You're right. Okay.
I mean, they basically closed the doors on them, like fucking and stuff. Like, the personal boundaries is gone. Like, I can understand of them not talking about like childhood traumas and stuff on the show, but like things like that. It's gone.
Well, and he's talking about it in the confessional. He's telling America. I guess he could tell Dave. You're okay.
Yeah. Oh, see, you just brought my point.
100%.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you for validating me.
Fuck yeah. So no, I thought that was funny too because Bobby was like, he was like, Dave is. He said, I will defend my marriage or something like that. And I'm like, whoa, Dave is just like, all he said was like, you guys will probably have some problems later on, huh? That's it. He wasn't like, hey, you guys, fuck you. Like,
who knows what they said off camera,
Not a lot because they had like 10 minutes of them just showing his face. So they didn't have a lot of content based on that.
That's true. No, I gotta say the editors were fucking brilliant to this episode. Brilliant this episode because, First, they just kept showing the cuts from Bobby to Dave. Boom, 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 boom,
boom, boom.
The sad music choices and the cutting away from, like, we're not on that couple yet, but when Mia's on the phone with her mom, and it said she was on the phone for 30 minutes, and then a couple minutes passed by, and then it says she's on the phone for 29 minutes. They're just using that shot for dramatic effect.
Cutting.
They're not doing it.
The editors are killing it because there's not too much content in this episode if you really think about it. They did it up.
They had to sell us something.
Yeah.
Another thing about Bobby, and we talked about this while we were watching the episode, about how he says 10 to everything.
Oh, yeah, that joke was funny. She's like, how excited are you for our vacation? He's like, 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm. And he's every time, how much are you going to miss me? 10.
10.
How much do you love crack? 10.
10 out of 10. Yeah, how sad are you that I don't say I love you back? 10. Wait, no, babe, we're perfect. 0. 0, I love you.
How much you love this sandwich?
10. 10. He has an accent, though. He says 10.
10.
10.
How much do you love Morons at First Sight, Bobby?
10. 10. Hey, Ricky, why are there cookies in the middle of the table?
Because you owe me them, apparently, which you didn't realize. You brought me those cookies before realizing that you owed me cookies.
I thought I was going to owe you cookies.
Mm-hmm. Because, unbeknownst to me, because I totally forgot because I'm a terrible person, but you remembered because you're a great person, that last episode we had a bet that Danielle would say I love you this episode, and I guess I said they wouldn't. And so I won, and now those are my prize cookies.
Yeah. I remember it was like, oh, I think she's going to say it. I think she's going to say it. And you're like, no, she's not. And then you're like, let's bet on it. And the loser owes the other one cookies.
And she's still not going to say it.
Next episode?
No.
You know, I can't be dishing out cookies like that. And I don't think she will say it next episode. Based on the pre-cap. But also, she's not there. Mm-hmm. She's not. Oh, I made a note. I love that Bobby's like, he's like, we're going to Broken Bow, Oklahoma. Like, it's the most beautiful place, like, in the vicinity to drive to from Dallas to camp at. And then they pull up to a cabin.
Not just a cabin, like a 22nd century cabin.
Like a decked out, like an old cabin, but that fireplace and shit in it with jacuzzi, like a cabin with a jacuzzi inside. I'm like, so you're going on about like, it's the most beautiful place to camp and we're camping. He's like, we're camping.
No, that's not camping. That's fucking living.
You're in a cabin.
That's thriving.
It's not even glamping.
What the fuck is glamping?
Glamping is, I just explained this. Glamping is like.
Glamour camping?
Yes. It's where like, okay, if you want to camp, but you're like not, you know what I mean? Like ready to take that full step. Like shitting in the woods and stuff, you could glamp. So you go in like a yurt or like some kind of like little building that has like a bed in it, but like still no electricity, but it also has like a toilet in it. So it's like you're like kind of in the woods, but you're not. It's like easing yourself into camping.
Is this an Ariana coined term or is
No, it's real. I fucking wish I made up glamping. Be fucking rich by now. Shit.
Oh, the one mistake I made in life.
Yeah.
My one regret.
No, it's a thing.
I believe you.
Yeah. So they're just staying in a cabin. He's like, it's the most beautiful place to camp. And then they're in a fucking cabin.
Yeah. They literally just might as well be in a house. They are in a house.
They are. They're in a house made of logs with electricity. Or it might not have electricity because it looked like there were shining lights in there.
No, that has electricity because that fireplace was
gassy.
No, it wasn't even gas. That was totally electric.
Yeah, and I saw little lamps on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And like when they were downstairs, there was lights everywhere.
Right.
And there was another guy living there.
There was a dude in there. Yeah, I was like, who's that dude?
But obviously someone else who's staying there who just kind of like, I'm going to go through these books.
Right. He was like, I'm about to be on TV.
Echo.
Yeah, I'm looking through. He was like browsing through books. Sorry, I have to keep activating my fucking phone. Mm-hmm. Okay, anything more on them?
Not really.
Other
than that, I just want to watch them fail now. Remember when we thought We had totally different opinions on them towards the beginning of
these.
Yeah,
we thought Bobby was going to be psycho, and he's just like a nice young man. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now he's just, I mean, they're so boring now.
Well, there's some tension, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
How can you tell someone that you love them, and he keeps bringing it up? He keeps being like, I love you. And then he's like, I love you like I love my mom. Which also, never. Yeah. Never say to a woman, please. If anyone out here is listening, never. But yeah, he's like, I love you. I love you. I still love you. And she just still doesn't fucking love him. It's like, stop. Like, you have to feel some type of way about that.
I can't wait till, like, Dave watches the show after it comes out, and he's just sitting there on his fucking couch.
I knew it.
Yeah, I fucking knew it.
Right.
I knew you guys were fucking perfect.
I knew it. Yeah, he's like, fuck. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how you would not feel some type of way. I'm not saying you have to be mad at the other person for not loving you, but at least, like, you would be sad. Like, that's sad. He should have kept that shit to himself, though, for a little bit longer, and I stand by that. If you feel it, you feel it. But in their situation, a married at first sight situation, you could...
leave the ball in her court.
No, just hold it. And if you do say I love you and she doesn't say it back...
leave the ball in her court.
Yeah, don't keep saying it. Don't keep saying it. Mm-hmm. Ugh. Okay, on to my favorite people to talk about.
Mia and Tristan. Yeah. Which, like, even as dramatic as this episode was for them. So what happened
still
with them?
Boring.
Yeah, still boring.
Yeah.
So they had another fight, and it was because Tristan was like, "You're telling everyone I kicked you out." And Mia's like, "Well, because you did." He's like, "Well, now you're making me look like the bad kind. No, you moved out." And then I'm like, "No." And it shows a clip of him with the candle.
Yeah.
Throwing it on the ground outside of the door. I was like, if someone's leaving, you don't throw their shit
their shit on the floor.
Yeah, especially if you're kicking someone out. Yeah, then you do throw their shit on the ground, especially probably that vanilla scented candle.
My issue with this is that they're so concerned. She's like, you kicked me out. He's like, no, you left. You blocked. Hey, guys, why the fuck did any of this happen in the first place? That should be the focus. The focus shouldn't be like, oh my God, like, well, you kicked me out. Well, you left. Well, now we're fighting about this. It's like, why did any of this occur? Why would she leave? Why would you kick her out? Why would any relationship ever get to that point? It's inappropriate. So, hello, think about that.
And then just bringing up the past is just
stupid. They're constantly going over old fights that they allegedly got over.
Tristan is not a good arguer either. He's like, all his arguments made no sense whatsoever. Mm-hmm. He was like, you have a perspective, I have a perspective, we all have a perspective, and my perspective is like, I did the right thing with perspectives and stuff, and I was just like, what the fuck are you talking? See, like, I can't even describe it right now because it just... What?
I snorted when I laughed.
Cute.
No. Okay. Sorry.
But still, like, I want to be able to convey to our audience what he was saying, but I can't even because it made no sense.
He's sitting in the car and he's like, he's like, okay, you have an idea. I have an idea. He's not even driving. Like, the wheel's just like turning in front of him. The steering wheel, and he's like, you have an idea. I have an idea. And, you left and making me look like a horrible person. And... from my perspective, and that's what it is. And he said, I kicked you out. And she goes, you did. And he's like, no.
That was a very good reenactment.
Yeah, that's how, it was just
I thought I was watching confusing. The show again.
Tristan, are you in this room? No, it was just confusing. And it's like, either way, both of you shut the fuck up and figure out why you could bring the worst out in each other. They bring the worst out in each other. It's a wrap. Like, you can't be with someone like that. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, watching them gives me PTSD. Like, I can't. No, but for real, don't just quit it. It's crazy.
And then they go back to the hotel room. And Mia's like, apparently Mia goes, I want a divorce, and then leaves. And then according to Amber and Dave's recollection.
Yeah, well, hold on. According to Tristan, he wakes up, he looks like he's been crying, and he's like, Mia said she wanted a divorce. Mia had a panic attack on the couch, and I rubbed her back and fell asleep, and she woke me up in the middle of my slumber and was like, I want a divorce, and packed her stuff and left, and I cried all night. Mia, who's been texting Amber, says, oh, Tristan said he's going to leave and go back to Dallas and leave her alone in, where were they? Austin. And so she left. Neither story fucking adds up.
Well, that's because they're both dumb.
Well, here's my question. Tristan's like, Mia's phone is off. He says her phone's turned off. Meanwhile, she's texting Amber. So she blocked Tristan.
Yeah, well, she doesn't want to talk to him. I don't know if I'd want to either.
No, she blocked him because that's my point, is that she blocked him because he says her phone's off. So his stuff's going straight to voicemail or just never doing anything. I feel she blocked him. I feel they get in such bad fights, she blocks him and then unblocks him and they make up. Like, I feel it's that dysfunctional.
I think that's an astute observation.
Yeah, because I was like, this doesn't add up. How is she texting, but her phone's off, acting like it's off? Like this.
But my favorite part of the episode was every time it showed couples, happy-go-lucky music, and then every time it came to Mia and Tristan, the most sad, depressing music came on. It's all over, our ship is sinking.
Yeah, it was like, we're dead. And then they showed the other couples and they're like, hey, yeah. Like, it was like fun times. Oh, I loved it.
And then back to Tristan sitting there on the bed alone, looking at it.
Right.
Into his empty soul. It's terrible.
Horrible. Well, it was like Amber and Dave would clink glasses and they're like, let's have a fun night. And bang, clink, and then it would be like da-na-na-na, and then it would be like,
I'm so sad.
And then it would like cut to who were the other ones, Bobby and Danielle, and she'd be like, this fireplace is amazing, and he'd be like, we're camping, even though we're not, but it's camping, and he'd be like, diddle-diddle-diddle, and then it would cut back, and Tristan's alone on the couch, and it's like,
hello, darkness, my old friend.
Right.
Which I wish they actually used that song because that would have been amazing.
You know it was too expensive. Couldn't get the rights.
Well, yeah. You're right.
Tristan also said, he goes, hold on. I wrote, this is how you know relationship sucks fucking balls. Like they're on vacation and fighting. Like,
he said that?
I wrote that.
Oh, I thought Tristan said that.
No, I wish he would have. It would have been a revelation for him. Like, this is how you know a relationship sucks balls. You're on vacation fighting? Hey, I gotta go. Like that, I mean, come on. You know what I mean? Like, vacation should be amazing. There's no real problems. You know what I mean? Like, that's when things should be perfect on vacations.
And you know what is the worst place to bring things up? Is in a car.
Totally trapping the other person.
You can't even look at them in the face because you have to drive, or the other person's driving.
Yeah.
And yeah, exactly. They're trapped. Now's the time I'm gonna bring up this shit.
Well, that's why on one hand I will say it is a good place to bring things up because they're trapped. So, two sides of the coin.
Yeah. Got its pros and cons.
If you're on the other end of it being brought up, it sucks. It's horrible timing. If you want to bring something up, trap them in the car.
Make sure you lock the doors right before you bring up whatever you're going to say.
Child locks. And lock the windows too. Child locks and lock the windows. So Bobby should be like, so do you love me? We have 4 hours, so a lot to say.
How much do you love this conversation out of 10?
Out of 10. How much 10. Do you love me out of 10? She'd be like,
I don't know.
But yeah, no. Either a really bad time to bring stuff up or really good. Mm-hmm. Strategic. I probably wouldn't bring, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. If that was me and Tristan, I'd just fucking divorce.
Instantly.
So he was like, after all this, so they're on vacation. She allegedly leaves in the middle of the night and is like, I want a divorce, and just leaves him while he's rubbing her back, like crying, probably, according to him, right? And he's like, this is possibly our last straw. And that's how I know he's lying. Because if she really did that, I don't think he'd be like, oh, this is possibly our last straw. He'd be like, this is a wrap. Like, this is horrible.
That's a good point, yeah.
But he feels he probably also did something wrong. So he's like, this is possibly our last straw. I don't know.
He does not know how to see himself outside of himself.
Right.
At all.
Right.
He does not know how to... He does not know the self-mirror concept.
He can't self-reflect.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't reflect on anything he does. At all. And he has poor insight.
We're professionals, we know.
He has poor insight into the things that he does and how they might affect someone else.
Like, if I were with someone and she did leave and like we were in a fight and she said I kicked her out, yeah, I'd be upset, but I'd be like, yeah, I understand why she said I kicked her out. And we did kind of just...
Yeah, I threw a candle on the floor.
Yeah,
so.
It was a gray area. Like, I think she left, but, she says she kicked it out. Whatever. Let's work on that instead of, you motherfucker make me look like an asshole in front of all TV in America.
Well, it's like, no, you made yourself look like a dick. Own it. Like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And wouldn't you, like, just feel bad that the other person felt bad? Why would you be so focused on, like, how you look and how you come across?
Yeah.
Like, when you love someone, aren't you more concerned just for their feelings?
Because you know where his head's at? Up his ass.
In the anus. Yeah, it is. So inflamed up his ass, as you said earlier.
You shut your goddamn mouth.
Another note I will say is that when Mia showed up to girls' night around approximately, 7 p.m., she was drinking a Frappuccino. Who the fuck has Frappuccinos? It was a caramel Frappuccino. Who eats a caramel Frappuccino at 7 p.m.?
That's what you got out of it?
I just thought that was weird.
Out of everything, that's the one that's the most normal thing she does is the one thing you're calling her out on.
Not normal. A Frappuccino at 7 p.m.?
Maybe she's like me, where caffeine makes her sleepy.
Yeah, but all that sugar and fat that late in the night? I can't justify that.
Maybe she's sad and can't eat a tub of ice cream, so she has to go for the Frappuccino.
Well, not to mention they were having it looked like it was like a wine and cheese night. I didn't see wine. I saw Mia's Frappuccino.
The triple C's. Champagne, crackers, and cheese.
Oh. See, I don't like cutesy shit like that. And you know that. You know that. I don't like that. What did you call it?
Triple C's.
Oh, triple C's? Champagne, crackers, and cheese?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll tell you all my issues with that. I don't even need the notes. Because I didn't even catch that. I just remember watching it and I'm like, who invites someone over to have a slice of cheese and a couple crackers? And a berry. So, they ate that while the guys went to a dinner and got tacos. So I'm like, you invited these people to your house and they have to go eat dinner after this? Or they should have pre-gamed with dinner? The fuck? You know what I mean? And then, not to mention, Mia knows she's going somewhere to have the triple C's, champagne, crackers, and whatever the fuck else, and she brings a Frappuccino. That doesn't go. What? You're like, oh, I'm on the way to Amber's. We're going to drink champagne and eat dairy. Hey, I'll grab a caramel Frappuccino. And it was grande, medium size. So I'm just like, this whole thing it seems so staged or just bullshitty. I don't know.
Well, I mean, she had to get that coffee because Tristan probably took the Keurig back.
No,
look at her last episode to see what the reference.
She took the Keurig. No, actually, yeah, it makes sense. I guess coffee's important to her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just felt like it's weird to drink a Frappuccino at 7 p.m. And then especially if you know you're going to consume champagne. It doesn't go.
I don't see the connections at all.
What?
I don't think it's that weird.
Are you telling me that... Think about all this mixing in your tummy. You drink this much Frappuccino, 16 ounces a Frappuccino and then wash it down with bubbly. I mean, what? Like, what the fuck? And then put cheese on top of it? I can't. I find that whole combination strange. I can
say yes, that sounds strange, but I don't see it.
Damn. That's fucking, it sounds like you're asking to be bloated.
I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, whatever.
Wow. Okay.
But I will say, back to them being at the dinner, though.
Yes.
The women's. When Amber asked Danielle about how the relationship was.
Amber's face
was just completely closed off and shut down of like, shut the fuck up.
The way she was like slow motion consuming that cheese in that moment too, she was like, oh yeah, totally. Great.
Wow, your relationship's perfect. Cool.
I mean, I get it where Amber's coming from. She's still being sweet about it, but she's just like,
oh no, I'm on Amber's side.
No, yeah, but I'm saying like, she's just kind of like, okay.
How long do I have to hold this smile for?
Even if you like someone so much, they're still annoying. Mm-hmm. It's another human being. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to be a little fucking annoying sometimes. Come on. Also, Tristan. Mia's mom is grandma on her phone, and Tristan's mom is woman in his phone.
That's right.
So, what?
Which makes... There really is no comment on that. It's just an observation.
It makes them weirdly perfect for each other, though. Because they're fucking weird.
True. I mean, also untrue. If that's the level of like... That's the baseline for the relationship, and everyone's like, "What do you have your mom in as your contact?" I can't talk today. How do you have your mom in your phone as for your contact name? Mm-hmm. Woman, mine's grandma. Babe, we just found the one.
Mine's grandma with a heart emoji. It says like Grandma
Bali or something.
Grandma Bali, yeah, with a heart.
Mm-hmm.
What? I don't. Anyway.
It's another secret that Mia's hiding.
Her mom's a grandma. I had one other note. Remember, I was like, major note alert.
Major note?
It's not that major. Major talking point. Yeah. Yeah. Do it again. Major talking point alert. Major talking point alert. Okay, there's the advice differences between the male married friends and the unmarried male fuckboy friends is so real. Did you notice that?
Clarify it for me.
Okay, allow me to introduce myself. No, but allow me to break it down. So, Dave is getting advice from his bald friend who's married and likes Amber, and this guy's probably married, wants Dave to stay married so they could like do shit together. You know what I'm saying? It makes his life easier too, you know? Mm-hmm. Okay, his advice is like, look, work it out. Amber's a nice woman. See her perspective. See where she's coming from. What could you be doing better? What can you do to make her feel better and more secure? How can you be as a husband? Because he's a fucking husband. He gets it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He fucking knows. He's in a marriage that's successful. He knows what to fucking do. Then, on the flip side, you have Tristan, which his friends weren't wrong, but it's just such fuckboy, like, advice. Like, with their fucking outfits, everything going on with them was so just like, God, you're too old to be in the game. Anyway, like, you could tell they still go to the club, but they be in the club. They're like, dude, I don't know, like, has she proven herself to you? It's like, what? Like, they're married. You know, like, what does that even fucking mean? Mm-hmm. They're like, has she proven herself to you? And they're like, dude, I don't know. It's like rocky. Like their advice is just like making observations, on like what they think sucks. And it's like, oh, okay, well, not listening to you. You know what I mean? Like, I just thought that was funny, but I don't know if like, I don't know if you felt the same way or like saw the same thing.
I noticed it now that you mention it.
Yeah.
But like I did notice I was like, ooh, Dave's friend gave better advice than Tristan's friend. Mm-hmm. But yes, that is true.
True. Well, because you get advice like from people. A lot of people just want to give their advice too, if you notice. Tristan wasn't necessarily like, what do you guys think? Like they're just like, bro, I don't know. And it's like, you'll get advice from people who are like in a successful relationship, people who aren't, people who just whatever. And it's just interesting to see the differences. And I thought that was funny.
Yeah. I guess I was just more focused on the part that their hellos were so forced. When he's sitting on the couch, they have already seen each other. They already said their hellos, but then they sit down on the couch and then Tristan's friend's Goober or whatever his name was.
Goober daps him up.
Hey man, what's up?
Yeah. Hey dog, what is going down?
How's it hanging, dude? Is the camera recording right now?
Is it recording? What's the 411? Give me the sitch. Yeah. And then same with Dave. They like walked in the restaurant together. We're seated together. And then they're like, how's it going,
hey, bro.
dude? Yeah, hey, bro.
Hey. Thought we already knew that we were in each other's company right now.
Right.
But all right, I'll go along with it.
I picked you up.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was funny.
Yes.
Yes.
The differences between them.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And yet they both say hello in a very fake-ass way.
Robotic.
The
producer's like, I need you to say hello right now. Oh, okay, make it sound natural. Got it. Hey, dude.
Hey, dude. His friend Goober had like a fake accent at first when he did it. Because I was like, oh, that guy's from Latin America. Like, that was my first thought. He was like, hey, bro, how's it going? And I was like, oh, he's foreign, all right. And then he was just like, yeah, dude, I don't think it's going to work out. And I was like, whoa, now he's American. What's happening?
It's his camera shy personality coming out.
Yeah, it's like he was so shy that he just became foreign. I was like he seriously replayed at an accent at first. And I was like, what?
You ever been so shy you just become Italian?
I was like, why is like this foreign guy's nickname Goober? Like, that's so American. Yeah, I mean, like, hey guys, I am the Goober. Like, what? Like, that's not. I was like, the fuck?
Goober.
I am the Goober. All right, I think that's it for my notes. What else do I have? Anything funny? I hate everybody on the show, but I love Amber.
So she was like my top moron for like a good while too.
I know, because she kept being insecure. But you know what? I'm with Baldy. What's Dave doing to make that not okay? How about that?
All right. So top moron of the week.
Tristan, and I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, direct quote. He was like, I feel like I'm back into loneliness and despair, and that's what it is. And it's like, yeah, well, you keep letting it happen. He keeps letting it happen.
Yeah. I want like my own original answer just for the sake of the podcast, but it's Tristan too.
It's Tristan.
Tristan's just an idiot.
He sucks.
He's so fucking stupid. He needs to learn how to see outside of himself and stop fucking hanging up on the past and just fucking, you want to be with her? Be with her.
Yeah. I know.
All right.
Oh, and in the pre-cap.
Well, you didn't answer. Who's going to last based on this week?
Of course, I think Amber and Dave. Although Dave was like, I'm on the fence. I was like, what? That shocked me.
I'm going Danielle and Bobby.
Danielle and Bobby are going to last, for sure. But also Amber and Dave. I think both is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. No, you got to pick one.
Really? I thought we were allowed to pick two.
No, you got to pick one couple who's going to last.
Ricky, every episode we choose Amber and Dave and Danielle and Bobby. We've always chosen both.
Yeah, but, you know, we...
All right, I'm sticking with Amber and Dave. I fucking like Amber now, dude.
She's
my favorite character. Or what? Real human. She's not a character. She's a person.
I'm going over Danielle and Bobby because for some reason I feel like they're going to work things through somehow. Based on this week's episode.
Because they're 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Perfect.
10 out of 10.
On a scale of 0 to 10, how much do you feel it's going to be Danielle and Bobby?
10.
10. Oh, what did Bobby's dad call kids? Chunkins.
Chunklets?
Chuggers?
He said something really stupid.
Chiglins.
That's it.
Chiglins. He was like, how many chiglins you gonna have? I was like, we're in the South now, baby.
What is a chiglin?
You gotta ask his dad. They're from Kentucky.
What if it's not actually kids? What if it's actually a thing?
Yeah, it's just like an item that you buy. And he's like, I'm going with, you're gonna have 4 chiglins.
It's like lizards. How many lizards do you want? 4 chiglins.
Yeah, I've never fucking heard someone call children chiglins.
If you have, leave us a comment. Let us know what chiglins are.
If you know what the fuck a chiglin is. And is that a Kentucky thing or a Texas thing? Which? Because
I'm guessing Kentucky.
Yeah, it's got to be more in Kentucky, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
All right. So now Precap. It just seems like it's going to sell all the drama that should have been in today's episode.
But still probably be boring. Danielle still isn't ready to tell Bobby she loves him, and he keeps saying, I love you. Mia comes back to the hotel in Austin. Their whole vacation's a fucking wash at this point, I'm sure.
And we're pretty sure Tristan ate the yellow part of a banana.
Oh my God. The skin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
there's just a bite out of it. And he's holding it.
Like it's such an unnatural way for a banana to look. Like something happened. Either he had to cut it off or he took a bite out of the skin.
He bit it. Stay tuned. Next episode, we'll fucking let you know.
I hope they get more into it on that episode. You hear the narrator say, and Tristan took a bite of a banana, full skin and everything.
Right. And coming up, will Danielle say I love you to Bobby? Did Tristan take a bite out of banana skin? And will Dave just, keep being nice to Amber? Yeah, and that's that.
That is that.
Yeah.
I think that's a good place to call it.
Yay.
Thank you for joining into another episode of Morons at First Sight. Tune in next week.
For the finale episode, I think.
We think? Maybe.
I have no idea. Episode 15. Just tune in next week. You'll find out with us what the fuck it is.
Hop on our train. All right.
Hop on the train.
See you later, folks.
Yeah. Oh, listen to us on birdpod.com. You can find us anywhere. You can find a podcast and watch us on YouTube if you like to see our faces, at this point. Spotify, iTunes, Google Play. Hit it up.
You got it.
Bye.
Peace.